The Wake VRT Western Boulevard Corridor Study is wrapping up, and we are excited to share the final recommendations with you. This video briefly previews the content of the final report, and we hope that after watching, you'll review the report draft and share your thoughts with us. Let's begin with a quick overview of the study and how we got here. The Wake Bus Rapid Transit Western Boulevard Corridor Study has three main focuses: land use and market analysis, which looks at development potential; locally preferred alternative, or LPA analysis, which looks at the best route for the corridor; and urban design opportunities, which looks at physical improvements to the corridor. The land use and market analysis and LPA portions of the report were completed by a consultant team in the fall of 2020. The LPA, or the best route to connect downtown Raleigh to downtown Cary, was endorsed by both the Raleigh City Council and the Town of Cary Council in late 2020. A summary report of consultant-led work is now available on the project website. The last item, urban design recommendations, is the main focus of the final report. Let's talk about how this portion of the study was organized. The recommendations are organized by character zones and design opportunity areas within these character zones. A map of the character zones and design opportunity areas can be seen on your screen. Character zones are distinct segments of the Western Boulevard corridor that share land use, similarities, similar context, or similar surroundings. There are 6 character zones identified along the corridor: downtown, parks, campus, Method Kent Commercial, multimodal link, and Cary Connector. Now let's briefly talk about the outcomes of the urban design study before diving into the specific recommendations. The report sets forth 3 distinct outcomes through comprehensive plan amendments: policies, action items, and area-specific guidance. Policies are meant to provide additional clarity to the city's vision for this BRT corridor. Action items are concrete steps that the city can take to further the vision outlined in this report. Finally, area-specific guidance adds detailed guidance for the study area to guide its transformation into a transit-oriented urban corridor. Finally, let's look at an overview of the recommendations of the report. This section is intended to give you a general idea of what is detailed further in the report. The recommendations fall under 4 major themes: multimodal connectivity, transit-oriented development, public realm enhancements, and environmental sustainability. These themes best characterize the future vision for the BRT corridor by all engaged stakeholders. Across the corridor, we looked for opportunities to improve safety for all users, connectivity, and the public realm. Let's take a look at our first character zone, downtown. Here, recommendations are centered around creating more safe and comfortable spaces for pedestrians, cyclists, and transit users while improving connectivity across Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard to the south of downtown. Moving on to parks, the central focus was connect the corridor to its 2 biggest assets, Pullen Park and Dorothea Dix Park. This means improving access into the parks from the corridor and improving safety conditions for pedestrians and cyclists. The campus character zone is primarily known for its shared frontage with NC State University. The main goal here is to connect NC State's main campus and Centennial campus to the BRT corridor. This can be accomplished with exciting TOD opportunities at Mission Valley Shopping Center and improving conditions for transit users, pedestrians, and cyclists. The Method Kent Commercial Zone is unique in that it contains the commercial core of the corridor and borders 2 of Raleigh's well-known neighborhoods, Method and Kentwood. With this in mind, recommendations here look to maintain the commercial core with TOD opportunities at the current Food Lion Shopping Center, while also improving access into this core from the surrounding neighborhoods. The multimodal link is a nod to the future of transit in Raleigh. Given this area's proximity to rail, BRT, and the highway, this area has the potential to be a transit hub. This can be accomplished by expanding development opportunities at the former Kmart Shopping Center with TOD and improving the multimodal connection between the Blue Ridge Corridor and the Western Boulevard Corridor. Finally, we've reached our last character zone, the Cary Connector. This zone will be home to the Western Boulevard Extension. This zone is also unique in that it is rich in ecological diversity. Recommendations here look to capitalize on brand new infrastructure investments by incorporating sustainable planning and design strategies to reduce adverse impacts from development. And that's a quick snapshot of the report. Now let's wrap up and talk about what's next. We encourage you to take some time and dive into this content while reviewing the final report. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the report and its recommendations, so we've also created an online survey where you can do just that. After this review period, The revised report will go through an adoption process that includes review by the Planning Commission and final action by the City Council. As always, you will have the opportunity to have your voice heard at these public meetings. Finally, once the report is adopted, implementation will begin. The various actions and policies will be put into place, and city departments will begin work on the action plan so we can work towards creating a Western Boulevard that is safer, transit-oriented, and more accessible for everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time to view this video and for all of your engagement throughout the study process. We hope this report serves as a collective vision for the corridor, and we can't wait to hear your thoughts. Please remember to take the online survey and let us know what you think about the draft report recommendations.